Hi, this is Mark Kaufman, Blackboard's Senior Partner Software Engineer. I'm making this video for a partner who's asking, how can I create a user that can only get students' course memberships? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you where to find that information out and how to go about doing that. So first you want to go to docs.blackboard.com, and then you want to go to Learn, and then Rest, and then you go to, I believe, Getting Started will get us where we want to go, and then, nope. See, it's a little bit, you gotta poke around a little. You should really read all of this documentation. That would be your best bet. It's all in here. So let's get to Admin, and then Rest and Learn. So there we go. So this page talks about setting up REST integration in Blackboard Learn. And what you want to do is scroll down to the part that talks about running an integration and converting entitlements to GUI privileges. Because what you have when you explore your APIs, if you look at the get users user ID courses, so you're going to get the list of the users' courses, you're going to see that to make that call, you either need to be the user, so you need to use three-legged authentication, which is the preferred way of making REST API calls, because then the user can only do what they're allowed to do when they're logged in to Learn. But if you have a REST application that is using two-legged authentication, then what you need to do is you need to create a user that only has these two roles: system user course enrollment view and system user org enrollment view. And if your user has those two entitlements, then that's all they'll be able to do is get those memberships. So the trick is, you don't create a user that has this. You create a system role that has those entitlements, and then you assign that system role to a user. So let's go to a Learn system so I can show you what we're talking about. So you go to a Learn system. We'll just log into our Learn system that we give to Blackboard partners. That's a shared system for Blackboard partners to use. And we'll log in as an admin. If you're a Blackboard partner and you don't have access to this system, you can request access to partner shared SaaS systems with behind the Blackboard ticket. So you just file a ticket and say, I'd like access to the shared SaaS system for partners. So here we are on the system, and we're going to go to, you see up here under users, you see system roles. So first of all, we're going to create the system role that has those entitlements. So when you look at a system role, let's just pick one. You see privileges, you don't see entitlements. So you see privileges, and we're going to only look at the permitted one. If we can just sort by permitted there. On this one, it only has 3 permitted, but we want to know, here we want to know, well, which of these privileges have these entitlements. So we have a little, if you read the doc on this page, you see that we have a bookmarklet that will help you map entitlements to permissions. So I put that bookmarklet on my browser. It's right here. It's called BB REST Entitlements. And so if I go here and I run that bookmarklet, voila, we see that these 3 privileges have these particular entitlements. But what we're looking for is to create a system role that has these entitlements. So how do we do that? Well, what we can do is we can go back to our system roles, and we can just take this one and we can copy it, and we can call it can call it something simple like that. I recommend maybe camel casing and all one word. I'm not sure how well, like the ID, if it's something other than like that, you might have problems. So you're better off just camel casing and all one word. So we'll just put here what we're doing. So what we're doing is we're doing these. So we'll put that in the description, and then we'll hit submit. So now the first thing we want to do is we want to get rid of these three because they're not what we want. So we're going to click them, and we're going to restrict them. So now they're gone. Now we're going to run our bookmarklet again, and then we're going to look for the one that we want. So we just go here, and we'll go back here, and we'll do a search, not a Blackboard. Yeah, we want to search the browser for that value. I'm going to pause a minute while I figure this out. Okay, another trick here. Another trick here that you have to do is you need to get everything on a page. There's 465 of these, so we need to edit paging, and then what I like to do is, so when you come back to it, it's just there. Just change it to 465 and hit go. And now we're going to have to do our bookmarklet thing again. Now we've got these, so now we can find the one that we want. And there it is. So there's the one that will get the course enrollments. So we check that. And now we need to do organization. I probably spelled that wrong. Let's get it right. Let's just go back to, oh, it's org, not organization. So we'll just go ahead and we'll get it exactly right by using a copy and a paste. And then we'll check that. So now we should have two of them checked. And we're just going to go permit. And there they are. So now we've got our system role that will let the user that has this system role only do these things, only get the enrollments for courses and organizations. So now what we can do is we can go to the admin panel, and we can create a user, and we can call it give it the title rest, okay? And we'll give it the first name of Videos Inc. And we'll give it the email of the Learn admin. Because I'm the one creating it. So it'll be your admin that's creating it. And we'll give it the student ID of that, and we'll give it a username of that, and we'll give it a password of some password. I won't tell you what this is. It doesn't really matter because this user won't be logging in. I mean, they could, but you might want to, if you're an admin, you'll probably want to write it down. So now what we're going to do is the system role that we're going to give it. You see we have a course enrollments only system role. We'll just put that over there. So now this user, Videos Inc., has the system role of course enrollments only. So we're going to hit submit. And now we're going to go and we're going to go to where we create our REST integration. And we're going to go create integration. And we paste our app in here, app ID in here, and we go ahead and we browse for the user, and we just go ahead and find we want that one, and we hit submit. So now when our REST API calls are made to our application ID, whatever that is for our REST application, they're being if we're using two-legged authentication, which is basic authentication, the access token will only have the privileges of this learn user videos Inc., which has the system role of that we just created, course enrollments only, so that our application can only make calls and find the enrollments for the users and the courses. It can't do anything else. All right, I hope that explanation helps you, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments of this blog post. And thank you for watching, and happy 2021.